Thank you so much, Michael. It's wonderful to be with all of you on a Friday afternoon, and I'm fully recovered from COVID, so you're all very safe. That's the first thing he asked me, but I jumped in the lift with him. It's a real privilege to be here to launch this extraordinary man's book, and I was lucky enough to get an advanced copy of it several weeks ago, and I made my way through it, and it's a fantastic read. It genuinely is. It tells the story. It tells multiple stories. The first one is the history of South Africa seen through the eyes of a young man who suffered discrimination and racism institutionally at the hands of the apartheid government and rose through it and above it. It tells the story of a professional athlete that rose to the very heights of his profession as a professional boxer, becoming a 3 times over world champion. And it tells the story of someone that looked for another career when that was all over and did it in a brand new country on the other side of the world in Australia. Lovemore has 7 university degrees, and as a result of that, he is known, perhaps not by boxers, but everyone else, as the brainiest boxer. And he's earned that reputation. And he earned that reputation in the ring and also in life. In the ring, it came about through his athleticism, his expertness, and his ability to evade opponents in the ring and win, maybe even in his advanced years. And it's fantastic to see Lovemore work and socialise with Gary Sinclair, who Lovemore fought and beat. Gary's a few years younger than Lovemore, but Lovemore beat him because he just had a better ring sense. Would that be fair? And he's a better boxer, sure, let's just say that. So that braininess doesn't just extend to his university degrees, his life as a lawyer in New South Wales, but it also extends to the sporting arena. And I'm always interested in professional athletes because there must be something special in that journey that says that you're the best athlete in your family, and then maybe you're the best athlete in your street, and then maybe you're the best athlete in your suburb or your province, then the best in the country. At some point, when you become the best in the world, then the sense of achievement must mean that you can accomplish anything. And to read that story leaves you with an enormous sense of inspiration about what's achievable, what any human can do, but also how remarkable Lovemore personally is. There's a few things that I think are really important to point out because I know Lovemore won't mention them. The first one is, if you spend any time with him, you are bound to come across people that he's defended in court. And more often than not, usually after they've walked away and Lovemore and I keep having a coffee, I get out of him that he did it pro bono, no charge, just because they came through the door and they needed a hand. He's got a huge heart, someone who genuinely believes in people, and I think it's someone who believes in the underdog, and that story comes through loud and true. The second one is how traumatic life would have been as a young black man in South Africa. And Lovemore's story talks about his time in prison because he spoke to a white girl, and that was against the rules. He saw one of his best friends gunned down at a public march. And for many people, to go through that, to live an embittered life after going through those experiences would have been justified. And I think many people would have nodded their heads sagely and said, I can understand why you're a bitter young man or why you hold that hate in your heart. There's none of that with Lovemore. None at all. He approaches life in such an open and wonderful way. And it's beautiful to be around because that kind of energy in the world is genuinely contagious. So when I speak to him and hear of his own political ambitions, I know that he's going to be successful because no matter how grand they are, you've got someone who's achieved international heights and become the best in the world at his chosen profession. So that implies a skill and an inner determination that many don't have. But perhaps more important than that is his own personal values that he brings to life. One of mateship, respect, and fight for the underdog, and personal integrity, which is wonderful to be around. I know Lovemore, and I've known him for a long time, and Michael's right. He coaches me in boxing, and look, I could probably sell tickets to have people throw punches at the pregame. But he's such a gentleman that he has never thrown a single punch at me. I can sway wildly at him, but they've never connected either. He's a great person. This is a wonderful book, and we're really in the presence of an extraordinary person. So, Lovemore, I wish you all the best of luck with this wonderful book, and I encourage everybody here to not just buy a copy for yourself, but recommend it to friends. Everybody needs a good read. If you're after an inspirational book during a period of time when frankly we could all do with a bit of a pick-me-up, this is the one for you. Thanks so much.